G'day YouTube, welcome back to my channel Bonsai Works. I'm David. Today, on a lovely Melbourne summer's day, or autumn day, but it's still 30 plus degrees, I'm at the Vietnamese Western Group Bonsai Club show. So let's go have a wander. I'm going to go down and check out the bonsai area. So I'm just going to go walk through, and you can kind of see quickly the sales are out in the front of the street. It's a pretty busy street, and all the sales trees are out here, looking pretty good. But what we'll do is I'll come back to the sales area later and we'll walk in to have a look at the show. Lovely people, lovely greeting. Let's go and have a look. Alright, let's have a walk through. Haven't seen the show yet, so this will be our first. Let's go over this side. Oh, they've protected the mirrors this year, which is a good idea. So it looks like we've got a busy background, but that's a white pine. A very, very popular Japanese maple group that I've seen many, many times. Really starting to change colour. Nice trees inside there. This is a Shimpaku labelled cypress. So, got a juniper type, looks like cryptomeria. Very nice tree, this one. Let's have a look inside. Pretty cool. We've got a trident maple here, quite a nice little tree. The base is pretty good, just needs time for it to develop a bit more. Obviously the blue cedars are huge favourites of the Vietnamese. This is one of the blue cedars that was on display. Nice type foliage, interesting tree. I did like this little black pine here, quite a nice little tree, especially the nice little base on it. Needs some development work, or you can see me in the mirrored background, which is really annoying at this place, but it is what it is. But nice little black pine on display. This Japanese maple is featured in quite a few exhibitions in the Vietnamese culture. I've seen this quite a few times. Very straight trunk, unfortunately. Probably in the bar needs a bit more work, but nice and healthy foliage and grown like a broomstone in a way, so quite nice. This is an interesting little black pine, a little arty style with some gene at the bottom and some little stalks as sitting on the tree. Interesting. I think this was a Caprosma. This was this is a umbrella tree. Here's a corky black pine, grafted. Unfortunately, you can see the graft quite obvious. Just needs time to really thicken up, hopefully, and that cork will grow downwards a bit to improve the corkiness. But nice corkiness at the top. Another little black pine. Lots of little black pines featured in this exhibition this weekend. You've got a Shimpaku juniper here. For some reason they named them Juniper communis, which isn't the Juniper Shimpaku here. Quite a nice little tree. Interesting movement, straight trunk, and then we've twisted up. Another black pine, as I said, lots of black pines featured in the exhibition. This is quite a nice tree. It's a crab apple, very small, tiny little red apples. I like the setting. It's actually not too bad as a clump style rather than forest, I guess. I like how they're kind of like in between a clump and a forest, so you can see how they clump together, but not exactly. Very nice tree. I really like this one, just for something different. Got the jade tree from David Allen. Nice tree as always. Another pine here, a bit smaller. I think it might have been a white, this one. Got a cotoneaster. This is a crab apple actually, which is surprising me. It's a nice little yellow fruit on it. Very interesting. Labelled as crab apple, and you can see the little apples just hanging on. Got a fig here that is probably had a defoliation and the leaves haven't come back in full yet, so probably need a bit of time there. We've got another black pine. Probably needs some bit of wiring for me. Get those pads nicely pressed down. It's quite a nice tree, but needs a bit of work. But very nice. Well, this was a very interesting, another mirror bush. Huge base, twisted up roots, very large, very large. Maybe a different pot would suit better. I love this little trident maple here. It's really changing colour, so probably it's from the country area, Bendigo or something like that, maybe, or out in the countryside where it's getting frost now, so it's changing colour as we're starting to get into autumn. Very nice little tree. I love the base, I love the smallness of it. I think this was a Amigo pine or Scots pine. I can't remember exactly. A very nice tree, nice trunk, nice movement. It was Amigo, sorry, my Amigo pine for this one. Got a lovely olive twin trunk, or maybe it's actually one piece, but it's styled as twin trunk style on a crescent moon. Really nice tree. Just wish I had a better background so you can pick up the trunks. A very nice group of olives there. Move over to the main display where there's a nice azalea, red flowering. This was a lovely Mugo pine, I believe, and just the roots make it look less appealing, but nicely styled tree, but the roots need work. This wasn't labelled, and I think it looks like radiata pine. Could be black, but it could be radiata. It wasn't labelled. Now this was a nice tree, purple flowering. I can't really guess what it is. Maybe someone knows it. But a purple flowering tree there. Cotoneaster, nice little cotoneaster on display and full of fruit. Another favourite of the Vietnamese is the blue cedar. Nice little small blue cedar here on display. And another pine, probably a Amigo pine from memory. Pretty cool tree. Move over to another. This was labelled incorrectly. It's actually a spruce, and I think they labelled it as a pine. But it's definitely a spruce with nice gin and shari along the trunk. Very natural. And needs a lot more styling work. Another black pine, very well featured in the display, as I mentioned. Really good Nabari on this one. Got a trident group, clump styles. Very nice little shallow pot for it. Now this caught my attention because it's a white pine, and it looked like it had a massive base, but all the foliage was hiding the trunk. So I had a closer look, and the graft needs a lot more time to thicken up. So that's probably why you can see the foliage is hiding all that trunk, which usually open up the trunk to see some sort of trunk and movement up the tree. This is a very nice Shema cypress or Hinoki cypress. Just the root pointing at you probably is a deterrent. It'd be nice if it was on the side. Very nicely styled Hinoki cypress. Got a little trident maple, nice, very bright blue pot. Probably prefer a cream or a light green, would work a bit better with this tree, but nice little trident. Swing around the side, another pine, nice little mini. Nice little shimpaki. This one caught my attention too. Much better movement in the trunk, more subtle, moving up. Quite a nice tree. Pads could be more defined and developed, but yeah, nice little movement in that trunk and elegant. I think this was a cedar from memory. Very manicured tree. This is an English box, I believe, a Japanese box, sorry. Quite a fat trunk and lots of pad foliage on the tree. Now this was a cedar, but it was looking a little yellow for me. Hopefully it's okay. I had a closer look at the foliage, and it's very small foliage, but you can see the yellowness. But the middle bit was green, so hopefully it's okay. Another little juniper, some deadwood featuring. Another little black pine, twisted up. Interesting little tree. Move over to this big Trident maple. This is quite large. Very big trunk. Not much taper, unfortunately, but very big tree, but makes up for it. You can see probably where the cut was there, but very big Trident maple on display, catching everyone's attention as they walk down that aisle. Pretty big tree. Swing around to where the mural is, part of the building. Here's some nice trees on display. Another cedar, another pine. Chinese elm. I think that's the only Chinese elm I think in the show. Usually there's a lot more. Now this Trident maple is very interesting. It does say Trident maple, but the leaves are all curled up. So hopefully it's okay, or it's just one of those things. Maybe we didn't have enough water before. It could be a Spanish maple. It looks like a Spanish maple with those leaves. It's a nice little pine here. Nice little tree on display. Subtle movement. There's a nice seagull in the background. Another cedar, kind of literati style. A big shari in the middle on the front of it. This is a nice little twin trunk Shinpaku. Nice green foliage, nice and healthy. Another pine on display. The seagull hovering above it. It's pretty good. And a lovely crabapple to finish off the display. These fruit are a lot bigger than the others, but looking very nice. Okay, now here are some of the favourites from the show. I think this Shinpaku juniper caught my attention. It was a nice trunk, nice movement. I really like it. So one of the better trees in the show. It's an honourable mention for best tree in show. As I always like to rate these trees, which one's my favourite. So this one's an honourable mention. As I mentioned, quite nice and some nice movement and foliage beds. This Trident really got me as well. I like the size of it. I like the trunk thickness. The tapering's good. The colour's good. Just needs a bit more time to fill in all of the branch structure towards the middle and top. But it's a lovely little tree, a nice little size. Could use a nice cream or a light green pot. I think it'll look a lot better with that trunk because of the nice whiteness. This though was my favourite. The crabapple, like clump to forest style, but really nice, more clump style I'd say. I liked it. I don't know why. There was something really interesting about this tree. Maybe a bit more time to develop. Other than that, really nice little tree. Like the fruit, like the spacing of the trunks, like the movement. Yeah, nice little tree, got my attention. So there you go. My favourite for this year was this little clump of crab apples. Enjoy. I'm in the sales area now, so let's have a look. This little $40 for this one, $3.80 for that fig. The others, this is the Parkanthus, a $2.20 for that one in the back, $1.95 for a pine. Some other young trees, little maples for $60, crab apples for $60. Interesting trees. Cedar. That cedar's $90, I think. Yeah, $9 for that cedar. $90 for the Paracantha. $90 for cedar. Pretty good. $90 for Paracantha. $2.95 for that. $4.50 for that. $150 for that. $3.50 for that little trident. Is it on the rock? No, just like that. A few other bits and pieces. Let's have a look over here. This big, I don't know what that is, $4.50 for ash. A few other pieces. I think it's a bogey. Is that a bougainvillea? Maybe I'll check the bougainvillea. See what they are being charged for the bogey. I can't see the price there. Oh, there's the price. Over there, $200 for a bougainvillea. There you go. Let's have a look over here. Crab apples. $3.20 for a crab apple. A few bits and pieces. Shimpaku for $1.50. These are pretty good. $90 for little pines. Little blacks looks like. Not too bad. That's a nice witty eye. Whoa, $3.20 for that. Okay. A few more trees. Trident. Shimpaku. Black pine for $1,000. $90 for that. $6.80 for that big black pine. So $6.50 for this little Shimpaku. And a few others. There you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the tour of the Western Group Vietnamese Bonsai Club, and hope you enjoyed the show.